you've gone through your share of injuries over the last couple of years. Just how good does it go out there and just play 23 minutes and have a game like you did today?
Well, it's just a blessing to be able to play again. Like just being able to actually be in preseason and to work out and to prepare. It's just a huge blessing. So really just going out there and playing today, I was just trying to do the things that I did in practice and yeah, just blessed for real.
What was the hardest part of the comeback for you? Where you maybe looked at this and said, "Man, this is harder than I thought it was going to be."
I would say like mentally over everything, because I feel like I'm pretty strong physically, and I feel like I can get through things, but mentally just being able to know like this is my last year, like you have to go and not like completely just shut down. So that was my biggest thing, just the mental aspect. So when I could get past that, I was able to to just do better.
Brittany, year 2 for you. What did you see today from your performance?
I think I was like a better presence in the second half in the post. I wasn't as big as a present in the first half. And then just running the floor and working on my stop cuts and stuff like that, that's been really important to me. And so getting to see like a couple of those like go from practice to in the game was nice.
All right, just for both of y'all, how do y'all feel that y'all kind of got into the flow just as for the exhibition game, getting back into things?
Yeah, I think we had a rough first half, but the second half I thought our flow was a lot better. And Coach talked about execution at the half, and we just needed to execute way more and get it into the post more, and I think that we did better on that end.
So I assume you're all excited for next week?
Yes, very.
All right, what's the one thing y'all want to take away from this game to build on and be ready for next week's game?
Okay, I would say like maybe if we would have listened earlier, it would have looked like listened to Coach Whitaker earlier, like in the first half, then the whole game would have looked like the second half. Mm-hmm. So maybe if we listen from the beginning, everything will go a lot smoother.
I did not tell her to say that.
No, really.
No, but for real.
So what was with the I guess the not listening part? What was kind of the mental block coming out there? Was it just first game, just get off the ball now, maybe?
I feel like it had to be just like the first game. So I mean, we know now because, like I said, like the second half was way better than the first. So I mean, we know now.
You know, exhibitions are for learning, figuring out, where you have to be better, rotations, game-like experience. We had some people that hadn't played a game in a while, and excited that we could get everybody in and play as a team. Really proud of our stats in the second half as far as assists on goals made and more attempts at the free throw line. I think both those things are critical for us.
Obviously, exhibition game, like you said, you're getting into the flow of things and kind of working on rotations. What did you see that you liked the most, and what did you see that you didn't like the most?
I was a little disappointed that we didn't play more in offensive transition. It has been a focus of ours. We did that really well in our scrimmage and didn't feel like we really carried that over. I do think this team is going to be better when we can play in transition. It's early and execution wasn't great, but I did think our team made adjustments that was a good sign that they were able to adjust. And there's a lot of things you got to work on when it's this early, but proud of our effort, proud that we had people step up and make plays. It was really good to see Bree play with so much confidence. And I thought Brittany really took things personal and came out in the second half and was much more of a presence inside.
All right, and what did you see from Brielle? Obviously, the last couple of years, she hasn't been able to get a lot of playing time because of injuries and whatnot. How good was it just to see her get out there and be as effective as she was today?
Yeah, it was good to see her, play hard, use her length on the defensive end, rebound the basketball, get out and run, and then just shoot the ball with confidence. And I think really take good on-balance shots. Sometimes Bree has a tendency to maybe try to do too much, and I felt like she really played within, and she can be a really good player if she'll do that, and give her team what they need.
All right, 17 turnovers today, probably higher than you want to see in the regular season, but even probably higher than you wanted to see today. What was kind of the problems for those?
Well, I think we turned it over a couple of times, trying to go high-low, just not executing that pass. We had several offensive foul called on post-ups. You know, and then I think other ones were, you know, I don't mind aggressive turnovers. It's the ones where we're not being aggressive, we're unsure, and then there was quite a few post-up calls tonight. That I think skews that a bit.
Erin DeGreat gets her first appearance, gets 14 points, a couple of rebounds. What did you see from Erin tonight?
I thought Erin settled in the second half and did a better job. You know, she can be effective if she'll be a big presence at the front of the rim. She probably, you know, miss some bunnies that she can't miss and shouldn't miss, and she knows that. So I think as Erin, you know, develops more and more confidence and her shape gets there, you can see someone who's very, very effective for us.
How about the free throw shooting? I mean, 19 to 22, they must have shot a ton of free throws over the summer.
You think that's what that means? I wish it was that simple, Jack.
Probably not that simple.
Probably not that simple, but it's a good sign. I mean, when you have your bigs, you know, going to the line, Jada's 5 for 6, Brew's 3 for 4, Aaron's 4 for 5. Those kids are going to get fouled when we're going inside, and it's going to be critical that they make free throws.
What about your other newcomers, Lindsay Willoughby and Angel, and what did you see from them today? I mean, it's obviously their first game and them just getting started.
Yeah, I thought Lindsay really came in, made some big plays. You could kind of see her athleticism and her ability to score. It's just so new. Everything's so new. So all the defensive concepts, all the responsibilities, you know, understanding that there's things in place that you have to follow is the biggest transition for freshmen typically. And she'll get there. She's learning every day. I see changes every day in her. And Angel's someone who I think when she's in, she just comes in and runs our stuff and gets people the ball. And we get to the end of things, and you see a lot of good execution coming out when she's in the ball game.
Okay, so you played 10 in the first quarter. Is that just to kind of get everybody in the flow of things, or do you see yourself playing a lot of kids in a lot of situations like that?
We are in foul trouble, and I think two things in the post. We have depth there, and we're going to utilize it. So you're going to see a lot of substitutions at the post to keep those kids fresh, but they were all in foul trouble. And then, you know, at the wing and the guard spots, we're not as deep, but we can roll a lot of people from the 3 and the 4. Dio and Zuri can play both. So I think we can utilize our bench in that way.
So what does this next week look like for you guys? I mean, to get ready for your first game, you take this, break it down, and then try to work on what you didn't like and what you can expand on what you did like. Is that kind of how the week's going to go for you?
Yeah,
you think?
I think so. And you know, we'll watch some film with purpose tomorrow. And then there's things that we have not had a chance to work against that we'll work this week against, of just anticipating anything we might see to start the season. And then it's prep for our first game.